Channel 2 Sports Zone Friday starts now.
Yes, folks, the wait is over. This final Friday in August has been circled on the calendar for months. High school football is back. Greetings and welcome into the season debut of Sports Zone Friday. Zach Klein along with Anthony Amy and DJ Shockley, who will join us from North Gwinnett, where he called our game of the week against North Cobb. Thanks for making us a part of your Labor Day weekend festivities.
And we are doing things a little bit different this year. Zach, of course, is back in studio with us. We also ask that you join us on social media. Tweet us using the hashtag SZON2 and join us on Facebook as well.
All right, let's get after it, Anthony. We're kicking things off tonight in Alpharetta as the Raiders hosted the Milton Eagles. Starts you off in the second quarter. The Eagles defense going to help Milton get on the board. Obi Fortune picks off the Austin King pass, and he turns it into a pick six. These the other way. Milton up 10-0 at that point. Later in the quarter, the home team getting on the board when Miles Smith rumbles it in from 6 yards out. Makes it a 10-7 ball game, but it was not enough. Eagles getting a 7-point win on the road. 17-10 is your final.
The Chargers of Eagles Landing watched their 38-game win streak against Class A teams end last week, so they wanted to avoid an 0-2 start. So too did Stockbridge. Third quarter, the Chargers try to run a play, but they fumble it away, and Jalen Hines has a situation where he can scoop and score. 50 yards the other way. It was that kind of night for the Tigers defense. Stockbridge stocked up on points. Tigers roll 33-3. Eagles Landing Christian Academy hosts GAC next week. And speaking of which, I took a trip to Norcross, #1 team in 2A, Greater Atlanta Christian, welcoming arguably the #1 running back in the area. That's North Oconee's Kawan Bryant. And we're all fired up for
Did you get through it?
The first week of football. No, you know what? Some of us not as young as we used to be.
That's true.
The old hammy, cramps, something, age.
Well, I think a Deion
It's just
speed.
a terrible thing. Meanwhile, Kawan Bryant bottled up for most of the night. As for GAC, they had no problems at all on offense. Davis Mills hooked up twice with 5'7" senior Justin Fan for long touchdowns. 28-10, the Spartans moved to 2-0 on this young season.
All right, our Sports Zone Friday game of the week takes us to North Gwinnett, where the Bulldogs, who a week ago knocked off the top-ranked team in the state in McEachern in the Corky Cal Classic, well, they took on the Warriors of North Cobb tonight. Sports Zone on 2. Run. Sports Zone on 2. You got it? Run it. Football, but only if North Gwinnett head coach Bob Spire would let me call plays during the game. I don't know what this play is called, but yes, Sports Zone on 2 has a nice ring to it. Why? 2 passes. Ian Day Russell starts it out. He gets it back, and he's gone down the far sidelines.
You called that?
I would. Yeah, if I did, it would be a touchdown.
Of course.
42 yards. North Gwinnett, 23-13. They're on top of the break. They would lead by as many as 16 points in this one, but North Cobb comes back, and with under 40 seconds to go, Tyler Queen, the senior quarterback, calls his own number. That's the game winner. The Warriors get the huge win on the road. They stun the #2 team in 6A football. 36-29 is your final. Now, for more on this stunner, we bring in DJ Shockley, who was in the booth for the game, which aired live on WSBTV.com. And DJ, North Gwinnett has converted more trick plays in 2 games than most schools will use the entire season. Do you think that North Gwinnett is in trouble if they continue to rely on smoke and mirrors and other trick plays on offense?
I actually don't. I thought they did a good job in the first half of setting some things up for them. In the second half, it was all Tyler Queen. He did a good job, and he's a senior quarterback. He's an Auburn guy, and that's why he's committed there, and he's going.
TJ, so next week you'll be at Buford as the Wolves will host a McEachern team that had a week off to get over their 3-point loss to North Gwinnett. So what should we expect, or what should we be on the lookout for next week?
Well, the big news is obviously Taj Griffin is out with an ACL, but Buford on the other end has so much talent. 5 guys that seniors are committed to D1 places. There are a lot of talent on this field, so it's going to be worth watching next week.
All right, DJ, thanks so much. We'll see you a week from tonight at Buford for the Wolves and Indians.
All right, good stuff, Mr. Shockley. Plenty more here on Sports Zone Friday, folks. Up next, we're going to check in with Roswell, Centennial, Duluth, and Northview, just to name a few. But first, it's time for our McDonald's Spirit Spotlight on the Marching Bulldogs from North Gwinnett. Sports Zone Friday, the debut of 2014, returns after this. And welcome back, folks. Time now for our Toyota Drive of the Week. Back to North Gwinnett. 20 seconds left in the first half. The Bulldogs on the 45-yard line, and they run a double reverse flea flicker. Got to be careful when I say that. Yeah. Down to the 1-yard line. Very next play, direct snap to the running back. His name is Jordan Weddington, and Weddington goes with a Tim Tebow. Tim Tebow's us. 1-yard jump pass to Almanzo Brown. North Gwinnett could not get the win, folks, but hey, at least they come through with our Toyota drive of the week.
Difference between that and Tim Tebow, though, these guys still playing.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Well, we continue our season premiere edition of Sports on Friday with a 6A matchup of a pair of teams desperate to avoid 0-2 starts. Centennial on the road visiting Roswell, and it was tied at 7 when Hornets running back Sheldon Evans is going to show off the sweet feet. Finds the end zone from 10 yards out. Roswell takes the lead, and later, quarterback James Whitaker is going to chuck it deep. 80 yards for Meshane Slade. Roswell collects its first win of the year as the Hornets pound the Knights 42-10.
All right, Anthony, thousands voted on WSBTV.com for the game they wanted to see tonight. Now here's a look at our Academy Sports and Outdoors Viewers' Choice Game of the Week. Viewers have spoken, and they wanted us at Northview High, where the Titans took on Duluth. Starts off in the second quarter. Northview looking to add to the lead. Quarterback DJ Pearson fakes the handoff and then breaks for the sideline. He's going to squeeze in, 15-yard score. A second half now, and on third down, it's Pearson again for Northview. This time he's going to drop back the pass and chuck it deep. Chike Adaluka all alone. Nice grab. Northview goes on to the 42-7 win. Now, if you would like your school featured here on Sports Zone Friday, you can vote online at WSBTV.com for our Academy Sports and Outdoors Viewers' Choice Game of the Week. We look forward to coming to your school in the near future.
You know, Archer lost just one time all of last year and going 11-1. They matched that total with a loss in week 1, so the Tigers badly needed a victory at Peachtree Ridge. The Lions playing their season opener, early second. Chance Thrasher steps back, just lobs it up for 6'2" D'Angelo Gibbs. Just not fair for the defensive back. 25-yard touchdown, 7-0 Lions. The Tigers would make it interesting, but in the end, Mark Fleetwood's Lions hang on 14-10. All
right, time now to recognize players who represent on the field and in the community. The #1 ranked all-purpose running back in the country is our Montlick & Associates Athlete of the Week. McEachern's Taj Griffin rushed for 137 yards and 3 touchdowns on 22 carries against North Gwinnett last week. Unfortunately, though, a young man tore his ACL, out for the season. Griffin must balance schoolwork and rehabilitation before heading off to play for the Oregon Ducks next season.
Getting out there, meeting the coaching staff and the people out there, it's just a great program. You know, a bunch of great people, and you know, I just really fell in love with the place, and hopefully be, joining my brother out there real soon.
Yeah, Griffin's brother currently plays for Oregon. You get to vote for the Montlick & Associates Athlete of the Year at the end of the season. At that time, Montlick & Associates will donate $5,000 to the young man's school. Up next, more from week 1 of the high school football season. We'll check in with a few more programs, but first, it's time for our second installment of the McDonald's Spirit Spotlight, and this time it's the Marching Warriors of North Cobb taking center stage. Sports Zone Friday, back in a flash.
What an opening night it has been for us here on Sports Zone Friday, and you've seen clear examples as to why the plays on the field are so important, but we also want to spotlight those athletes who excel in the classroom. North Gwinnett High School's Josh Imaturbebe is the Georgia Lottery Scholar Athlete of the Week. The junior receiver caught 8 passes for 173 yards and 3 touchdowns in the Bulldogs' win last week over then top-ranked McEachern. Josh hopes to play college football, and folks, this guy's sharp. He anticipates studying petroleum or biomedical engineering. That's before he gets his MBA. Josh also sports a perfect 4.0 grade point average.
It's been a lot of nights. I've been up till 12, sometimes 1 in the morning, studying for a class or an AP class, for a test or doing a project. It's hard, but I would say that anything worth having is hard to get.
Congratulations, Josh, a fine young man.
Definition of a student athlete for sure. Thanks to all of you for your phone calls, emails, tweets. Get more Sports on Friday football coverage on WSBTV.com.
All right, for Anthony, DJ, and the rest of the Sports Zone crew, I'm Zach Klein. Thanks for joining us, and have a great Labor Day weekend, everybody.